I'd like to tell you about Awesomeness Dog Food. This dog food makes it possible for me to train my dog because it just tastes so awesome. Why, it's like enchiladas and black beans, that perfect combination of flavor to get your dog to do exactly what you want. You don't have to spend any time with your dog, just bribe it into getting it to do what you want with Awesomeness Dog Food. The reality is, you don't need any special feeds, you don't need any special treats, you don't need any special tricks. What you need to do to get a dog to do what you want is to love your dog. Your dog knows if you love it. If you spend time with your dog and you bond with your dog is innately and naturally going to do what you want it or need it to do. For myself, I live back in the woods. I spend a lot of time observing wildlife, a lot of time tracking animals, a lot of time studying animal behavior, as well as a great deal of time foraging in the bush and occasionally just doing fun things such as going out canoeing. And I often have my dog with me, all except for wildlife photography when he'd get a bit impatient, and it's just not fair to have the dog with me. But to keep Gilly Doo on task, and most importantly, to make sure he's safe, he does have to be well trained. He has to know a few things that are essential, especially if we encounter wildlife. For his safety and the safety of the wildlife, he needs to know to come back to me on command and instantly and stay near me. I also need to be able to control his barking. I need to be able to let him know when it's okay to bark versus when it's not okay to bark. And because of this, training is very important. For most people, of course, you aren't living like that. You're living in a house somewhere, might be in the countryside, might be in a town somewhere, but you just need your dog to do what you tell him for his own safety and well-being, and also because it's fun to have a dog that knows how to heel and how to sit and some other basic commands on command. I am a behavior scientist by profession, and I'm going to teach you how to get your dog to do what you want. But it all starts with what you're going to see here. It doesn't start with super awesome dog food. It doesn't start with special treats, and it doesn't start with special toys that cost $20 to $100. It starts with you loving your dog and simply understanding how dogs learn so that you can convey to your dog what you need it to do. If your dog understands what you need it to do, and your dog knows you love it, he'll respond in kind. He will want to do what you want him to do, which you'll see in this video. After this video, we'll get more into the specifics of how to train a dog to do specific tasks, such as heeling, such as sitting, such as barking on command, and other tasks that we may require.
Very good.
If there's one thing the years have taught me in working with various species of animals, especially dogs, it's that good training doesn't really look like training, at least not most of the time. Good training, at least from the animal's perspective, should look and feel like play. And Gilly Doo, at the time I shot this footage, was only 4 months and a week old. In dog years, he's just a little kid. For him especially, good training needs to look like play. That way, he's going to enjoy it more, be more inclined to be engaged, and want to do it again. In fact, he'll look forward to it, and even ask for play from time to time. But you know what? That's perfectly okay. We can train a dog to do almost everything we need to do while playing with it. Since I spend a lot of time outdoor with dogs, I like to teach them all how to play fetch. Whether we're hiking, out canoeing, or camping, we can always stop for a little game of fetch. It's a good way to add some exercise and variety into their time and leads them to look forward to that outdoor activity even more. They know if I'm going out to track wildlife, it won't be all business, it'll be fun and games too.
Oh yeah, he's so good. You ready for that frisbee? No, I'm dropping it.
A couple months ago, Gilly Doo only wanted to chase a ball, so I needed to expand his interest into a frisbee and also sticks. This started by teaching him that he got pet when he brought a ball back to me. He had no real interest in the frisbee at first, so what I would do is I'd roll the ball away from me, and when Gilly Doo would bring it back, I'd quickly swipe it from his mouth and exchange it by putting the frisbee in his mouth, then avidly pet him for handing me the frisbee. Soon, he was looking forward to bringing me the frisbee. Then he was looking forward to running and getting the frisbee for me, and now he looks forward to going outside and chasing the frisbee as far as I can throw it and bringing it back. I used the very same methodology to transfer his interest from frisbees to sticks, and now he'll fetch large sticks and tiny little, almost non-existent twigs like you see here. Every step of the way though, this interaction is a game. Gilly Doo gets loved and praised and encouraged, and in the middle of that training, we may diversify and go and do other things as well. Just as we need to keep children's attention focused, by not giving them too much all at once and giving them breaks and allowing their minds and bodies to explore the world around them, we need to do the same with pups. And when your dog knows he's going to have fun with you by doing what you ask of him, he's going to be eager to do the next thing you ask as well, which is how it was that I easily taught Gilly Doo how to sit, a simple trick that I'll teach in the next video.
It's all right. I know you want to play. Where's your stick? Your paw looked good. Where's that stick?
Here, I'm going to have him hug me. He's a little tired though, he doesn't really want to jump up anymore. It was a very hot day for Nova Scotia.
Come here. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, come here. Come give hugs. Come on. Where's my hugs? Can you do it? Are you too tired and hot? Come here, you. Oh, there he is. There's
Recognizing that he's hot and winded gives us an opportunity to practice another essential behavior that I've taught him. We're going to reinforce the command, go house.
Come on, let's go house. Come on, let's go house.
This is a very important command around here, where I could easily walk out the cottage and spy anything from a skunk to a black bear in the yard. Go house means drop whatever you're doing and come inside now. Gilly Doo, like all border collies, has a weather-resistant outer coat and an ultra-warm inner coat. Unfortunately, on hot days, this makes him especially prone to heating up, and he likes the shade. So here, I'll give him a break and make it an opportunity for more interaction. Notice how by engaging with him, I got him to go from tired and disinterested to wanting hugs and play. In my experience, all dogs respond to sincere love. If you want to spend time with them, they want to make you happy. So taking advantage of his eagerness, we'll practice a few more tricks, including sit and heel.
Sit. Good dog. Heel.
Notice that I used not only verbal commands, but hand commands for these very important behaviors. Gilly Doo will often accompany me in the woods, and if there are wild animals around, he needs to instantly drop what he's doing and sit attentively if I tell him to. By teaching him to respond to hand signals for those very important commands, I can ensure that he stays safe while minimizing any potential interruption of wildlife behaviors. Any dog can be trained. Don't waste your money buying countless bits of junk or an endless supply of overpriced kibble and treats, as I've seen so many dog training programs on television and on YouTube try to get persons to do. Instead, just love your dog, spend time with him or her, and spend some time learning to communicate with your dog in language the dog will understand. Do these things, and I guarantee your dog will reciprocate with the behavior that you're looking for.